I have surrendered. I have let go of all my plans. I have realized that I was showering with a raincoat on. I'm feeling the drizzle of cold water for the first time. I'm now free and relaxed. I have realized there's nothing mine, for He has already laid down the path for me. It took me 6 months to get rid of the ego and desire. My pain and suffering is now evaporating. I'm now making Him the custodian of all plans, sorrows, and pleasures. I have entered a meditative trance. I have achieved a mystical state, devoid of object, subject, or emotion. I see the truth. I see the path laid down by Him, the Donald Trump. Being a Hindu, meditative metaphors and analogy comes naturally to me. So I decided to put my skills to analyze a geopolitical situation, and it does fit in very neatly. Hi and welcome. This is TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group, and I'm your host, Atul Mishra. In this video, I will tell you about Biden's surrender to the truth and his decision to walk on the path laid down by Donald Trump as far as the Yemen crisis is concerned. Let's begin. It seems the United States has joined ranks with the Arab coalition fighting against Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen. On Tuesday, President Joe Biden gave his first go-ahead to the Pentagon to conduct an airstrike against Al-Qaeda-affiliated Al-Shabaab jihadists in Somalia. Interestingly, Somalia lies right across the Gulf of Aden, next to war-torn Yemen. The airstrike also comes in the backdrop of TFI's emphatic prediction that Biden was looking to play some war games in the Horn of Africa, much like his mentor Barack Obama did in the Middle East. The war in Yemen too is an Obama-era legacy. Meanwhile, Pentagon spokeswoman Cindy King told AFP, the US Military Command for Africa, or AFRICOM, in coordination with the Somali government, conducted one airstrike in the vicinity of Galkayo, Somalia today against Al-Shabaab. According to the Pentagon, the airstrike targeted Al-Shabaab Islamists. Cindy King added, a battle damage assessment is still pending due to the ongoing engagement between Al-Shabaab and Somali forces. However, the command's initial assessment is that no civilians were injured or killed as a result of this strike. The Al-Qaeda-linked group Al-Shabaab has been fighting to overthrow the federal government since 2007 and frequently attacks government, security, and civilian targets. Al-Shabaab, apart from being an Al-Qaeda affiliate, is also an Iranian proxy militia. Iran has stationed the Al-Shabaab in Somalia to have an edge against the Saudi-led Arab coalition in Yemen. In order to win the Yemen war, it is of utmost importance to have a monopoly over Somalia. And the Biden administration seems to be helping the Arab coalition achieve just that with its recent airstrikes. It must be remembered that former President Donald Trump too heavily bombed Al-Shabaab jihadists, and Joe Biden resuming that tradition speaks once again to how this administration has succumbed to yet another foreign policy pivot of the Trump administration. So far, Joe Biden had not targeted the Al-Shabaab militants. That he has done so now will have a profound impact on the dynamics of the Yemen war, with Saudi Arabia and its allies have once again begun fighting with renewed vigor. Earlier this month, the Saudi-led coalition launched an unprecedented offensive against Houthis in central Yemen, resulting in almost 320 casualties on both sides. The Yemeni government, powered by the Saudi-led coalition, launched a military operation to reclaim Baida from the Iran-backed Houthis. According to the Associated Press, most of the casualties belonged to the Houthi camp. It appeared like the Saudi coalition had been worn out in Yemen, and Iran was able to overwhelm them with the help of the Houthis. However, the Arab coalition is far from done in the crucial country and has shown that it still has the ability to turn the tables on Iran. With the Biden administration beginning to strike Iran in proxies in Somalia, the United States has sent a resounding message indicating that it is ready to counter and neutralize all threats emanating against the Saudi coalition from Somalia. The Biden administration seems to have made up its mind to help the Arabs in the Yemen war after the election of hardliner Ebrahim Raisi as the president of Iran. The nuclear deal is not expected to be revived anytime soon. And as we have explained previously, Raisi is least interested in a deal with the United States. Biden was hoping to get a deal with Iran, but now that it seems out of question, he has begun attacking Iranian interests in Somalia and Yemen. Additionally, Israel has been pushing Washington to take decisive action against Iran. And then Saudi Arabia, whether Biden likes it or not, is an American ally. And it is in the best interest of the Democrat president to help the Saudi-led coalition win the Yemen war so as to arrest the Shiite nation's growth. So on yet another count, Joe Biden has chosen to follow the policy of his predecessor, Donald J. Trump.